Standing before the blackboard, Agnes Parker asked, "What does the year 1992 bring to mind?" She looked brightly around the class. "The year 1992 brings to mind the conclusion of Atomic War I and the beginning of the decade of international regulation," said Peter Thomas, one of the best of her students. "Unity came into being," Patricia Edwards added, "rational world order." Mrs. Parker made a note on her chart. "Correct." She felt pride at the children's alert response. "And now, perhaps someone can tell me about the Lisbon Laws of 1993. The classroom was silent. A few pupils shuffled in their seats. Outside, warm June air beat against the windows. A fat robin hopped down from a branch and stood listening for worms. The trees rustled lazily. "That's when Vulcan 3 was made," Hans Stein said. Mrs. Parker smiled. "Vulcan 3 was made long before that. Vulcan 3 was made during the war. Vulcan 1 in 1970. Vulcan 2 in 1975. They had computers even before the war, in the middle of the century. The Vulcan series was developed by Otto Jordan, who worked with Nathaniel Greenstreet for Westinghouse during the early days of the war." Mrs. Parker's voice trailed off into a yawn. She pulled herself together with an effort. This was no time to be dozing. Managing Director Jason Dill and his staff were supposed to be in the school somewhere, reviewing educational ideology. Vulcan 3 was rumored to have made inquiries concerning the school systems. It seemed to be interested in knowing the various value biases that were currently being formulated in the pupils' basic orientation programs. After all, it was the task of the schools, and especially the grammar schools, to infuse the youth of the world with the proper attitudes. What else were schools for? "What," Mrs. Parker repeated, "were the Lisbon Laws of 1993? Doesn't anybody know? I really feel ashamed of you all, if you can't exert yourselves to memorize what may well be the most important facts you'll learn in your entire time of school. I suppose if you had your way, you'd be reading those commercial comic books that teach adding and subtracting and other business crafts.